Hey, good evening, my friends. Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Live right here on Mike Avery Outdoors. My name is Mike Avery. Rocking out tonight. Craig, buddy, how are you? Randy, nice to have you along with us. Oh, what a great night. A great way to start the show, huh? Randy, nice to have you along with us. Kevin, hello. Jerry, good evening. Hello, Butch. Nice to have you with us on Wednesday Night Live. My name is Mike Avery. Bernie, as always. Yeah, where were you this morning, Bernie? Hello, Jason. How are you? Nice to have you with us as well. Jeff? Jason, I stopped in the store today. I had to get a pair of fishing pliers. And you were right down the road, so I stopped in there. Jeff, good evening. Oh, who else is with us? Ed. All right, Ed is going to join us. Ed, I hope you got that link that I sent you. It is a gorgeous evening outside. Hey, Tony, how you doing, buddy? Teresa. Last night when I was on the patio, I was sitting out there. I might have been smoking a cigar. Oh, I should have stopped by and said hi. I might have been sitting out there smoking a cigar, and I might have been drinking a Maker's Mark. And these storm clouds rolled in. And I got the most beautiful pictures. Hello, John. We're going to talk about you and Brenton, USA shortly. Absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing what you can see if you keep your eyes open, and it's amazing the images that phone can shoot. Mike, love the name. Ed, what are we going to give away tonight? At 7:30, we're going to give away something tonight. That one I posted there, Bernie, I think was 244 dressed, so it's about a 275 pound, pushing 300 pound animal. I can't wait to get back up there. And this time I'll think, I'll be using my crossbow there. Thank you, Cliff, for that reminder. Today is the last day to apply for your Michigan bear and elk tags. I was thinking it was yesterday, but it's actually today. May, I don't recognize your name. Hello, good evening. How are you? Thanks for joining us on this edition of Wednesday Night Live. Martin, where'd you go, buddy? Always a pleasure. Slight camera adjustment. Nailed it. Crossing your fingers for a red oak tag. A turkey hunting picture collage. We're going to give that away at 7:30, so about 27 minutes from now. I'm glad you're doing well tonight. May, Robert, good evening. How are you? Anyway, my name is Mike Avery. This is Wednesday Night Live. This is something I do every Wednesday night on my social media outlets, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Joe's checking in from Owendale. Hello, Chuck. Nice to have you along with us. Have not figured out a way to put them on Instagram yet, because Instagram does not like to work with my streaming platform, which is StreamYard. We'll figure it out. So what's going on? Hey, Jim, how you doing, buddy? Jim has fished with me before. 72 people in the running, Ed says. Martin, patience, my friend. Jim says, Mike, what day is it? Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. There, we got that out of the way. Good evening, David. How are you? The interview with Captain John Roby will be in the first hour of this weekend's show, Faye. It looks like you might be related to John in some way. Hi, Stacy. Nate, it has been a while. How you been, buddy? Davina, a regular viewer here. Appreciate it. Matt checking in from El Paso, Texas. Jasmine, I am doing well, Nate. I hope you are as well. Haven't seen you for the longest time. How have you been? It goes very well, George. How are you? I bet that blew out your Bluetooth speaker. Scott called yesterday. His half turkey mun is done. Excellent. Excellent. That was fast. Was that? No, that was from last season, I think. Doing great, Nate says. Nate, I love that beard, man. It's a cool looking beard. Cliff, you're too late. Mike, what day is it? Hump day. Boom. Done. So I did not get my turkey, and it's okay. I noticed that Isabella County has 2 permits for bear. Really? I didn't know that. Bernie, I didn't know that at all. Was Isabella County a separate unit? It wasn't part of the Baldwin or Gladwin unit, right? Huh. Carter, dude, how are you, buddy? Hey, Lori. 82 folders for the seminars I'm doing for Ladies Weekend. Lori never rests. She's always busy. Hey, Carter, it's not going to be the same to not watch you shoot trap tomorrow. Just not the same. How's your third day of summer vacation going, bud? So I got a postcard from the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources, and they said, Mike, we were not able to age the bear you shot with Ron at White River last August. They said it was either decayed or broken or a partial tooth. So I don't know how old that bear was. Nick Grillo of Michigan Brand was up there. He shot a beautiful cinnamon colored bear. Cody Norton of the DNR is up there. I don't know if he's got a bear yet. I just posted a picture that Mike got up there. Who else is up there? Laura's up there. She shot a beautiful bear. Some long legs on that bear. Mike Hebert shot. I think it was Hebert. Yeah, beautiful. Hey, Ted, good evening. How are you? I can't wait to hear the story from Nick. We've been trying to make contact, but when he's available, I haven't been, and vice versa. So I said, Laura got a nice bear too. Good evening, Eric. How are you? I'm looking forward to getting back up there. That will be August 15th. The season will start. And then, of course, I hope to have a Newberry hunt for the 3rd season this year. For my Michigan hunt, I plan to use my Brenton 350 Legend that I will take possession of next Wednesday when we do a Wednesday night live from the Brenton factory. I didn't fish today, Eric. I was in the studio today. From the Brenton factory in Lansing. Now, we will do that on a Wednesday night live at 7 o'clock. Again, on my Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter feeds, just like we're doing this right now. Hey, Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Nice to have you along with us. I was just telling him, Johnny, that I think with my Michigan bear, I think I'm gonna hunt it. Didn't want to say shoot it. I'm gonna hunt it and attempt to shoot it with my Brenton 350 Legend. More on that gun in just a minute as I get into the rundown of this week's show. First, congrats to Lloyd Tanner. Lloyd he caught a new state record Michigan flathead catfish, 53.35 pounds. I posted a picture of it on the Facebook page here. Good evening, Scott. How are things in Livonia? From Seney to Livonia. And we had somebody check in with from Texas tonight, too. 53.35 pounds. He got it out of the St. Joe River. Now, Lloyd is a hardcore catfisherman. I think he was actually fishing in a catfish tournament. Where crawlers and now a bear with a gun. Where's Avery? Well, here's the deal. I've been thinking more about this crawler thing because I said this morning that the next time I was on the bay, which will be Friday, next time I was on the bay, that I was going to be walleye fishing with crawlers. I'm rethinking that. Let's just say that we will have some crawlers on the boat. My thinking this morning was I wanted to go out there and learn how to fish crawlers. My thinking now is I only want to fish crawlers if I have to, but we're going to have some with us. So we're a step in the right direction. Regarding shooting a bear with a gun, I've always said that bear hunting over bait is the perfect archery target because that you know right where they're going to be. And I still stand by that, but I have shot many bears now with archery gear, recurve, compounds, and crossbows. And I will hunt in White River, Ontario with Ron St. Louis of Northern Wilderness Bear Outfitters in the middle of August. I will use my dart and crossbow for that. But I think I'd like to shoot a bear with a gun to see what that's like. And it seems very appropriate to hunt my first, to try to take my first Michigan bear with a Michigan made rifle. So I think I'm going to take that Brenton 350 Legend to Seney to the Newberry District in September, hunting with Johnny Bowler. And I think I'm going to hunt with the 350 Legend. Lori's back at it, catfish noodling again. First weekend in August. You crazy woman, you. Going back to Lloyd Tanner's 53-pound. Low and slow with crawlers. See, that's what Kevin, I got to be honest. I think that's what drives me crazy is I think to troll along at a mile, 1.2, whatever miles an hour is going to drive me crazy. I like to troll at 2.5, pushing 3 miles an hour. I like to cover some water. I like to make contact and look for and search for active fish. So the concept of putzing along at a mile an hour, even though I know it's extraordinarily effective, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it, but I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'm going to try it. John said, "You get any walleye over the weekend on the Angler Quest?" I fished Monday. I got 5 fish in skinny. I got a big jumbo perch and a real nice pike in my beloved skinny water. In fact, I didn't have a bait in the water for 10 seconds before I had a fish on. But I spent much of that time exploring my new loaner boat. I have an 85-26 Pro Troll, all booked up for Ohio. Excellent, Johnny. I have and what it is, it's a prototype. It's a prototype 85-26, which means it's 26 feet long and 8.5 feet wide. And since it's a prototype boat, there are some things about it that aren't quite. Crawlers are the way to go right now. How about a spark plug? That's what I'm hearing, Dennis. Hey, Julie, good to hear from you. So we're going to try it. You see, I'm getting that skinny water tan. Give me about 2 weeks. I look like my last name should be something else. Can I go back to the big catfish? Lloyd Tanner is going to join me next week on the radio show to talk about his state record fish and about catfishing in general. He's a hardcore catfishing guy. He releases all of his fish. That 53-pounder he released. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. I think it'll be good. Lori says the camper's all set if you need somebody to run lines. I'm fishing, Lori, with my buddy Tony Sovey Friday. Tony is a crawler guy. Now, he fishes crankbaits with me a lot. But I said, Tony, bring some crawler gear because I don't have any. And bring some crawlers because I don't have any. And let's experiment with them a little bit. You know, the crawler bite on Saginaw Bay is so hot right now that I want to experience it. I want to give it a try. I don't think it will ever be my go-to tactic because I love running crankbaits fast because it's easy. Hello, David. How are you? How are things in the Western U? They're loving the crawlers. You never know what you'll get. Lori says the bay is on fire. I know it. I know it. And that's why I want to get out there in that deeper water and running some crawlers. Okay. Headed west with Mike on Friday to go after some silverfish. Oh, that's right. I'm fishing goldfish. John Cedar, who just came in here, make it a true deal with crawlers and pick up your own like the good old days. Wouldn't that be cool? John Cedar, who is, I'm showing his comment right now. Stacy, I run cranks 2.5 to 3 normally. Put those crawlers in worm bedding and no dirt, and then wash them off when you get them on the boat. That's what I'm going to do. John Cedar is with Brenton USA Hunting Rifles, BrentonUSA.com. 1 week from tonight, right now, our Wednesday night live will be at Brenton. We're going to show you what that place is like, and we're going to show you what their guns are like. Now, John, I want you to listen to this, and I'm going to jump ahead of myself here, but I'm going to get into the rundown for this weekend's Outdoor Magazine radio show. There's a reason I'm jumping around here. My guest in the second hour of this week's show is Paul Phillips. Paul is a very good friend of mine, and he is undeniably one of the best extreme long-range shooters in the world. The world rankings came out, and he is number 1 in the King of 1 mile, number 5 in the King of 2 mile. They have a documented shot on video at 4 miles, and they're trying for 5 miles this summer. So he is undisputedly one of the best extreme long-range shooters in the world. He lives here in Michigan, and he's a friend of mine for many years. John Cedar, here's the exciting part. Number 1, Paul really wants to meet you guys at Brenton. Number 2, that 350 Legend that I'm picking up from you next week, John, Paul Phillips is adamant. He is very sincere about taking me to the range with that gun and getting it dialed in and getting the most from that gun. When Paul Phillips invites you to a one-on-one shooting seminar and dialing in a new gun, you take him up on it. So I will be taking that 350 Legend, that Brenton USA 350 Legend, to the range with Paul Phillips to dial it in, and we will document that, and I will share it with... I could, John. I could. What calibers are they shooting that far? The 460 Barrett? We will shoot some video of it, and we'll shoot some stills, and I will share them here. It does sound like a great opportunity, doesn't it? Let me do something here real quick. Send a text here. All right, the invitation has been sent. 416. Thank you. 416, Barrett. Barrett, right, Jim? See, that's the advantage of being an old guy and being around for a while, is I have in my list of contacts just about anybody in the outdoor industry that you would want to talk to. I can probably get a hold of them. Speaking of that, this week's Outdoor Magazine radio show, we kick off the show with Captain John Roby of Chase and Tail Charters in Mackinac City, and he talks about fishing the straits. He's trolling for salmon and trout under the Big Mac Bridge. He's circling Mackinac Island. How cool is that? Excuse me. How cool is that? Then Tim Zelenka, a West Michigan guy who has a new product to aid aging archers' eyes. And it's an adjustable red dot. It's not like the old Claude Pollington red dot that was a fixed red dot. It's not a laser, but it's a red dot. So you can put the red dot on your target. You can shoot with both eyes open. And unlike the old original Powlington red dots, this one is adjustable for range. In hour number 2, I already told you Paul Phillips is joining us. And then Nick Green of MUCC talks about an article he wrote on why hunters need to stick together, and he gives some great examples. This week's Ask Avery segment. Hello, Captain Town. How are you, buddy? John is a great guide. John Roby. Yes, he is. This week's Ask Avery segment, I bring in Dave Thomas from Bowhunter Planet to answer the question from a listener wanting to know what crossbow he should buy. And I thought, you know what? I can give him some suggestions. But why not bring in the expert? So Dave Thomas joins me. And in hour number 3, speaking of experts, Mark Martin. June 4th. That's right. That's this Saturday. Scott, my granddaughter, Addison's playing in a tournament Saturday. But I think I already told you that. Anyone still use the old Mitchell 300 open face reels? I bet you people do. Nothing wrong with a 200-yard shot, Bernie. Mark Martin joins me to talk about the state of fishing today, to talk about his career, to talk about the way that we met, to tell a story about him taking us fishing on the Muskegon Channel with my dad when he was still around. Pretty cool. And then wild game chef extraordinaire Dave Miner has a very nice fish recipe using bananas. Bob Swales from Whitetail Pines. John says he still does. I also record, yeah, Lori, that's not going to work, huh? I recorded an offshore tackle podcast today with Rob Barnes, and he is with the Lake St. Clair Walleye Association. He's talking about trolling walleye or fishing for walleye on Lake St. Clair. Yes, another reminder, today is the last day to get your bear application. I will get my tag for Newberry for the 3rd season. I will not get an elk tag because today's the last day to apply for an elk tag too. I applied for a bull elk tag and I applied for Newberry 3rd season. You need Dave's blueberry walleye recipe. Boy, that is a good one. That is a good one. Jason, good evening. How are you? Jason, I look forward to seeing you in person next weekend. Is that next weekend already? It is next weekend at the Walleye for Warriors event. Jason said it's so good, that blueberry, Dave's blueberry walleye. It is. It's very, very good. Anything with blueberries is good, right? It is. Jason says it is. It's next weekend. Thank God I have my angler quest. Do preference points for bear fall off after so many years? That's an excellent question, Nate. As long as you keep applying, you'll keep your points. But if you take a break, and I don't know if it's a 3-year break or a 5-year break or whatever, they reset. But if you keep applying, yes, 10 in Newberry, that's where you want to go. 2 guys I can recommend in Newberry, Johnny Bowler and Gary Morgan of Wild Game Dynasty. Of course they did. Where'd they go? 2 Longbeards came in on camera after he gave up turkey hunting. Of course. Well, it would be a good Ask Avery question, John, but I just answered it already. So you did ask Avery, and Avery answered it. Coming up here in just a few minutes, Ed Bolanowski is going to join me. Ed is going to announce the winner of our contest that we started before the turkey season. All turkey hunting pictures that I posted on the Facebook page, everybody was eligible. You didn't even have to enter. You entered just by posting. So Ed's going to come along with that winner. Let me see if wouldn't that be something? John Cedar, I'm talking to Paul right now. I don't know what the answer is, but I'll keep an eye. You know what, Paul? That's very true. If you want big bears, hunt with Paul Jenkins by Lupton. Because the bears he has there, I mean, I've never hunted there, but I see the pictures of them, and they are phenomenal. Scott says they're looking for fish cleaners for the Walleye for Warriors event. On Sunday, June 12th, bring a knife or just help bag for the veterans. 1,000 plus fish potentially need to be cleaned. Lori says, Brian, where do you go? Lori says, Brian and I Total Archery Challenge next weekend. Might have to come up and check out the Walleye for Warriors event. How deep are we running what, Stacy? All right, Ed, that's no problem. Maybe we'll wrap up the show with Ed joining us. He's on his way. Ed is actually on his way home, driving north from Saginaw Bay, where he fished for walleye today. Oh, Paul says no hunts this year. He should get his tag, which means he's going to hunt his bears because he's going to get a tag. And I don't blame you at all. What else is on my list here? Oh, hello, Joe. How are you? Nice to have you along with us. Mike says, Scott, where do the fish cleaners report and what time? Excellent question. Where do the fish cleaners report and what time? Anyway, so I'm glad that I have this loaner angler quest, or I might not even have a boat for the Walleye for Warriors event. I'm not sure Brad Dupuis, who makes the darn things, is going to have a boat, because here's the backstory. The boat that I'm using as a loaner until they get my angler quest done, I told you it's a prototype. It's one of the first 2022 models that they made, but it's also the one that Brad was running. So Brad Dupuis, Mr. Angler Quest himself, the guy who came up with the design, an avid, very good fisherman, is sitting on shore putting in food plots because he doesn't have a boat, because he's letting me use the boat that he was going to run. What a gracious, gracious move. And Brad, I appreciate it. Scott says, Linwood Beach Marina around 2 o'clock at the fish cleaning tent. It is. That is a great friend. And I told him so. Now, the reason that people are having a hard time getting boats, and it's not just Angler Quest, it's everything. If you've tried to buy something lately, something of any substance, something that involves multiple parts or pieces, you know how hard it can be. Jim has fished with me. He said, great company and awesome boats. Part of the problem is getting these big outboards. I'm running a 300 Merc. That's a pretty good sized motor. In fact, I know one of the theories is, since it's easy to get the smaller outboards, say the 150s, and it's ridiculous to call a 150 horse outboard a smaller motor, but they are these days. You could put 2 outboards on a pontoon. Jim says impossible to get a Ford F-250 right now, too. Scott says his Angler Quest is available for Brad. He can't cancel. Let him know that, Scott. Or do you want me to let him know? But and I suspect if Brad really needs a boat, he can find a boat. But that's a nice offer, and I will make sure he knows about that unless you're going to take care of it. So the option is, if you can't get the big 300 horse outboards and you've got a pontoon or a tri-toon, why not hang dual outboards on these things and put a 150 horse outboard on each side? This is an interesting and very good question, Don. Is there an average number of points needed to draw a bull elk tag here in Michigan? Gracious offer, Lori. I will let him know as well. All right, Scott, I will tell him. Where'd we go? There. Again, is there an average number of points needed to draw a bull elk tag in Michigan? Again, an excellent, excellent question. The elk system is different than the bear system. The bear system, and I don't know the correct term. I don't know if it's weighted or I don't know the right terminology. But when they used to have in-person elk hunting orientation classes before COVID came along, I was lucky for about 4 years to host and MC those orientation classes. So every year, Don, I would ask people, how many years you been putting in for a tag? And then I say, okay, bull hunters, how many years you been putting in for a tag? And there was no rhyme or reason. And I will tell you this, every year that I did the event, somebody or more than one somebody's would raise their hand and say they got a bull elk tag the first time they applied for a permit. And then you'd get guys 80 years old and holding up their hand saying, I've applied for 40 years and finally got my cow tag. So it's almost like there's no rhyme or reason. There is a formula, there's a system, but to answer your question, I'm not sure. I mean, statistically, there's an average number, but I can't give you the number because it varies. It's up and down. We will know on July 6th here in Michigan when we get our Michigan bear and elk tags. Aubrey and Papa. Hey, Ron, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Ron St. Louis of Northern Wilderness Bear Outfitters is joining us here on the Outdoor Magazine, or on the Wednesday Night Live. Ron is just wrapping up his spring hunt there in White River, Ontario, Canada. In fact, I posted a picture of a nice bear that Mike Hebert shot. Nick Grillo shot a beautiful cinnamon bear there. Laura Sherrick shot a nice bear. Ron's success rate for the springtime hunt is very, very high. Ron's success rate for all hunts in general is very high. I will be back up there the middle of August for our annual, I say annual because I've been going up there, I don't know, 13 years now, at least. Trip to White River. I used to hunt with Pete Jones of Superior Bear Outfitters, and Ron was working with Pete. Ron basically bought the operation from Pete, changed it a little bit, expanded it a lot, and now he calls it Northern Wilderness Bear Outfitters. The website, northernwildernessbearoutfitters.com. John, you will know July 6th on the bear and elk tags. Hey, young guy, how come you're not out there with a weed whip? Anyway, I will be going back to hunt with Ron. Ross Elliott will be back up there. Who else? We got a bunch of people going because there are more hunters there in the August camp than there are in the end of May camp. Ron says the hunt is going well. Lots of bears on the baits. How many more do you have, Ron? You must be just about filled up. I mean, your hunters must be about all tagged out, aren't they? Daryl, you didn't miss us, man. We're still here. Daryl Godden, who is getting to be a very known wolf hunting outfitter there in White River, Ontario, Canada. I can't say enough about White River. I've been going up there a lot of years. I have some great friends up there. Beautiful scenery. Got it, Scott. That boat looks familiar. Only 3 hunters out tonight. Is Cody one of them? Jason said, do you have links to guides you use on your website? No. But I can tell you this. Bear hunting in Michigan. Gary Morgan of Wild Game Dynasty, wildgamedynasty.com. Johnny Bowler, he is tagged out. Excellent. Tell him to send me a picture. I texted him and said, send me a picture. Johnny Bowler, if you want to get in touch with Johnny, he's on here now. You can talk to him. In bear hunting in Ontario, my hands down guy is Ron St. Louis of Northern Wilderness Bear Outfitters, the website northernwildernessbearoutfitters.com. And for whitetail, my guy in Ohio is Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters, ohiobowhuntingoutfitters.com. And we are going back down there in October, the third week in October, but that hunt is now full. I don't know if Ron has any openings. He can probably sneak a few more guys in if you were willing to come in the second week of the hunt in August. Gary Morgan, I don't know what his status is. Johnny Bowler, I think at this point has an opening or two. And Bill Piles, our hunt in October is filled up. However, he may have some kind of opening at some other seasons. John Ron by Curtis in the UP, but he's full. I've heard good things about John, but he's full. Now, is Curtis also the Newberry District? Upland and Waterfall Weekend Guide, Wildcard Outfitters and Guide Services. Absolutely. But I've never hunted with you guys, Lori. The question was links to the people I've hunted with. Well, tell him to send me some, Ron. Quit sloughing off. By now, he's probably finished up all the Mike Avery hunter sticks and he's drinking beer. I need to. I know, Lori. I need to. Okay, Johnny says, going to be close. I've had a lot of calls. Make sure you call when you find out. And Johnny, some of those calls have to be because I promoted the snot out of you. Now, listen, I know you don't need any help, that you're very, very well known on your own. But I might be responsible for a couple of those calls. Well, I tell you what, if Ed Bolanowski does not get here in time to join us, I will just have him post the winner. That'll be fine. That will not be a problem. Oh, so what else? Well, listen, let me go to Cody's. Well, I can't do that. I was going to go to Cody's page and see if I could find his picture of his bear. Johnny says, you have a little bit to do with it. It's easy for me to promote good people and good products. Paul says they've taken 30 bears. And again, I'm not promoting Paul, but I have not hunted with Paul. Paul said they've taken 30 bears since 2013, and they're big bears. No, because Ed is the one actually drawing it, Lori. I am not going to do a noodling video with Lori because I'm not going catfish noodling. He's in the green room. I don't see a green room. What the hell is the green room? I don't know what the green room is, Ed. Well, let me see if I can figure this out. Because this is new. I've never had anybody say they were in the green room before. Layouts, guests. Ed, I don't know what to tell you. Johnny says he's going to hunt with Paul. There he is. All right, I'm going to bring in Johnny. Do you think 10 points will be enough for the first hunt in 2023? I don't think so. Bernie said he wouldn't do it either. All right, Ed, you ready? Shake your head if you're ready. All right. Whoa, all I can see is a silhouette, man. You set yourself in the shade, in the shade with the sun behind you.
No, the sun's going the other way. I'm facing east.
Oh, you look like a shadow.
Or no, I'm facing west.
We'll make it. Well,
if I can make that work any better or not.
You know, there is a train of thought that says I'm not even going to say it.
Probably better this way. Without a doubt.
All right, Ed. So remind me, tell us what you're just wrapping up tonight.
So we started this before the season started. I don't know with the way that the lighting is, if you're even going to be able to see that. Probably not, eh?
No, I feel like I'm doing a crime show and I'm interviewing an undercover guy.
So we had talked about giving away a picture collage. So what it is like a picture frame for them to put their successful turkey pictures in. It'll hold 6 pictures and of whatever they want. And then what I did is I went through every day that you had, every couple days, and I pulled the names of those folks who looking for my randomizer. Who
That
turned a
posted
picture in.
pictures. Yeah.
Right. So if they posted a picture, then we added them. And somewhere here I have a randomizer all set up.
And who is giving this, Ed? I mean, obviously you, Ed
So,
Bolanowski, are helping, but what's the company?
so between Northern Promotions, there we go. Northern Promotions Artwork, which is northernpromotionsart.com, and Jay Sporting Goods. We kind of combined to put this together and give this to one lucky Facebook poster.
And so it's completely random. It wasn't based on the size of the bird or the quality of the picture or anything. It's completely random.
Correct. So all I did was put their name in a Excel spreadsheet, and then we went and I made a randomizer with every number that's on the Excel spreadsheet,
Okay.
and I will push the button and it'll give me a number. Hopefully,
do it.
Ready?
Right.
I don't know if you can hear that.
It even has sound effects.
All right. So
Da.
number 21. So now we just got to figure out who number 21 is.
Okay.
Let's take a look real quick. Number 21 is Josh Henley's son. So
Josh Henley's son.
Yeah. So what we can do is go back through, I guess, the posts and find that one, and I can help do that. But if it was a post of Josh Henley's the person who posted it. It was his son.
Okay.
Who shot the bird.
All right. Well, you see if you can try. I don't think Josh is on here. I don't recognize the name. So I will try to get in touch with him. You try to get in touch with him when you come out of the witness protection program that apparently you're in right now.
That's how many walleye I caught. I have to now be in shadow.
See, that was my next question. How did you do on Saginaw Bay today?
We did okay. There was 2 of us. I think we ended up keeping 9 fish. 9 fish and 11-inch perch.
Well, nice.
So
that's a
not
good
bad.
day.
We were in like 15, 16 foot of water out to about 18 foot. I wanted to run out to the spark plug, but we just didn't get a chance. It got a little rough.
Yeah. I
So
noticed it was blowing pretty good today for sure. All right, Ed, listen, I appreciate you guys doing this giveaway with us. I look forward to you're fishing walleye for Warriors, right?
I am, as a matter of fact.
All right, so I'll see you next weekend. And of course, you're going down to Ohio with us with Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters in October.
And if I draw my bear tag, I'll be sitting in your blind. I mean, oh wait, no.
Oh no, you're not sitting in my blind, buddy. Nope. Johnny Bowler. Nope. Ain't gonna happen.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you, Mike.
All right, Ed. I appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy. We'll see you.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. No, he's not going to sit in my blind, is he, Johnny? Johnny, would you let that happen? All right, my friends, on that note, let's wrap up this edition of Wednesday Night Live one more time. Johnny says, no. Well, a reminder, next Wednesday at this time, we'll be live at the Brenton USA factory in Lansing. I get a chance to finally see the Brenton 350 Legend that I ordered and have been waiting for. We'll talk with Mike King, the owner of the country. We'll talk with John Cedar, their PR guy. We'll talk with Bart Brenton, who started the company. We'll take a look at my rifle and so much more. In the meantime, my website is mikeaveryoutdoors.com. And my email address is mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com. Where to go? And on that note, we'll wrap up this edition of Wednesday Night Live. Have a good night, my friends.